Good morning, my dear students. How are you today? Our lesson today is lesson 10.5, trigonometry and area. Today we are going to use trigonometry to find the area. Before we start our lesson, we need to revise some trigonometry ratios. Remember that if you have a triangle ABC and the triangle should be right angle triangle. ABC is right angle triangle at B. AB is 3 centimeter. AC is 5 centimeter. BC is 4 centimeter. If you need to find sine A, the rule of sine A is opposite over hypotenuse. The rule of the sine is opposite over the hypotenuse. Where is the hypotenuse here? The hypotenuse is the side which opposite to the right angle. The side which opposite to the right angle is called hypotenuse, or the longest side in the triangle. So the hypotenuse here is 5. And the opposite to angle A is BC. The opposite side to angle A is BC, the other two letters. So it will be 4 over 5. What about cosine A? Cosine rule adjacent over hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is 5 also. What about the adjacent to the angle A? The adjacent to the angle A is the letter A, B. A, B. This is the adjacent. So it will be 3. What about tan? The rule of tan is opposite over adjacent. The opposite to angle A is 4. And the adjacent of angle A is 3. So tan is opposite over adjacent. What about if I need to find sine C or cosine C or tan C? Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is the same as 5. The opposite to the angle C is the side AB. So it will be 3. Cosine C. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the same as 5. Adjacent to the angle C is the side BC, which is 4. What about tan C? Tan C is opposite over adjacent. Opposite to the angle C is AB, which is 3. Adjacent is 4. Now let's start our exercise. What is the area of a regular nonagon? Nonagon means 9 sides. Nonagon means 9 sides with 10 centimeter sides. Each side is 10 centimeter. Here we need to find 2 letters. Area of any regular polygon is equals half AB. A is the apothem, B is the perimeter of the regular polygon. Let's find first the apothem. How we can find the apothem? Just we need to draw a triangle like that. This is the apothem. We need to find if the triangle is called ABC. This is called AD. We need to find AD. AC is radius and the AB is also radius of the nonagon. This is radius, this is radius. So this triangle is isosceles. This triangle is isosceles. And since this triangle is isosceles, so this angle will equals to this angle. How we can find the apothem? First, we have that the side of the nonagon is 10 centimeter. So this side is 10. This side is 10 centimeter. So this part is 5 and also this part is 5. Because the isosceles triangle, we have the apothem is perpendicular, so it will be bisect the base. This part will equal to this part. Now we have 5. We need to find this angle to find the apothem. How come? Step number 1, the sum of measures of the central angle or the angles around the center is 360. So step number 1, we are going to make 360 divided by 9 because it's a nonagon. It will be what? 36 divided by 9 is 4 and 0 divided by 9 is 0. 40 degrees. This is the central angle. So divide this angle by 2 to find the small angles here, each one. So 40 divided by 2 equals 20 degrees. So this angle is 20 degrees. Now we have an angle and one side, and I need to find the apothem, this one. This angle is 20 and we have its opposite. The opposite is 5 and I need to find the adjacent of it. Adjacent. So we are going to use the rule of tan. The rule of tan, 20 equals opposite over adjacent. Opposite is 5. Adjacent is AD, which is the apothem. Now we can find the AD by using cross multiplication. AD equals 5 times 1 divided by tan 20. 5 times 1 divided by tan 20 equals 5 times 1 divided by tan 20 equals 13.7, approximately 13.7. Now we have the apothem, which is A. We have P. P is a perimeter. We can find B by multiply 10 times 9 because it's a nonagon. It will be 90 centimeter. Now we have the apothem and the perimeter. So the area equals half times. The apothem is 13.7 times 90. Half times 13.7 times 90. It will be 616.5 centimeters square. This is the area. Again, what is the area of a regular pentagon? Pentagon means 5 sides. Pentagon is 5 sides. We need to find the apothem first with 4-inch sides. Let's draw the same triangle like that. And this is the apothem we need to find. If the triangle is A, B, C, and this will be D. First, we are going to make 360 divided by 5 because it's a pentagon. 360 divided by 5 is 72. Don't forget to make 72 divided by 2 to find each angle of the small angles. 72 divided by 2 equals 36. So each angle of the small angle is 36. This angle. Okay? Now we need to find the apothem. We need one side at least. Since the side of the regular pentagon is 4, so BC is 4. From B to C is 4. So this part is 2 and this part is also 2. Now we have in this triangle, we have angle and the side. also we have opposite and we need to find the adjacent. So tan 36 equals opposite, which is 2, over adjacent, which is AD, the apothem. So if you need to find AD, it will be here over 1. It will be 2 times 1 over tan 36. 2 times 1 over tan 36. 2 times 1 over tan 36. The answer is 2.8, approximately 2.8. Now we have the apothem. Find the perimeter after that. The perimeter of the pentagon will be 4 times 5 is 20 inch. Now you can find the area. Area equals half times the apothem, which is 2.8, times the perimeter, which is 20. So it will be half times 2.8 times 20. It will be 28 square inch. Another exercise. Here, a stop sign. You know the stop sign, which we saw it in the street, is a regular octagon. Octagon means 8 sides, with a standard side has 16.2 radius. So 16.2 is the radius. Now first, let's draw the same triangle. And here is the apothem. A, B, C. And this will be D. Step number 1, to find this angle, make 360 divided by 8 because it's octagon. 360 divided by 8, 45. Don't forget to make 45 divided by 2. 45 divided by 2 is 22.5. So this angle is 22.5, this angle. Now we have angle. What about the other given? We have the radius. We have this side. This side is the radius. This side also is the radius. So this side is 16.2. Now we have angle and hypotenuse. Angle and hypotenuse. And we need to find the adjacent, which is AD, the adjacent. We need to use which rule? Adjacent and the hypotenuse. Yes, it will be cosine. So cosine 22.5 equals adjacent, which is AD, over hypotenuse, which is 16.2. Put 1 here. To find AD, you are going to multiply cosine 22.5 times 16.2 over 1. So AD, the apothem, is cosine 22.5 times 16.2 over 1. It will be equals cosine 22.5 times 16.2 over 1, approximately 15, equals approximately 15. So the apothem now is 15. You can find the perimeter. How come? I have the radius, I don't have the side. I don't have the side of the octagon. So I need to find the side of the octagon. How come? I have the radius, and now I have the apothem. I need to find CD. I can use also trigonometry ratio. How come? Here I need the opposite to this angle. CD is opposite to this angle, and I have the hypotenuse. So I will use sine 22.5 equals opposite, which is CD, over hypotenuse 16.2. So CD equals sine 22.5 times 16.2. CD equals sine 22.5 times 16.2 over 1. So sine 22.5 times 16.2 equal approximately 6.2. So this part 6.2, so the other part is 6.2 also. So the side is 12.4. BC is the whole side 6.2 plus 6.2 equals 12.4. Now we have the side of the triangle of the octagon. I can find the perimeter, multiply 12.4 times 8 because it's octagon. 12.4 times 8, it will be 99.2. Now we have the perimeter and the apothem. So the area equals half times the apothem is 15. The perimeter is 99.2. Half times 15 times 99.2. It will be 744. Another exercise for that. What is the area of regular decagon? Decagon means 10 sides with radius 9.5. So draw the triangle again, and the apothem A, B, C, D. We need to find, here we have the radius, this is the radius, this is the side of the decagon, this is the radius is 9.5. We need to find this angle. How come? 360 first divided by 10, it will be 36. 10 because it's a decagon. 36 divided by 2, it will be 18. So each angle here is 18. Now we have the angle is 18. We need to find two sides. The first one is the apothem. The second one is this part of the side. Let's find the apothem first. The apothem is adjacent to this angle, and I have the hypotenuse. Adjacent over hypotenuse, it will be cosine. So cosine 18 equals adjacent, which is AD, over hypotenuse, which is 9.5. So AD equals 9.5 times cosine 18. 9.5 times cosine 18. It will be 9 approximately. Now we have the apothem. How we can find this side? This side is opposite to angle 18, and also I have the hypotenuse, so I will use sine. Sine 18 equals opposite, which is CD, over hypotenuse 9.5. So CD equals 9.5 times sine 18. 9.5 times sine 18. It will be approximately 2.9. This part is 2.9. This part is 2.9. So BC, the whole sides of the decagon is 5.8. 2.9 plus 2.9. Now we have the side of the decagon. How we can find the perimeter? The perimeter is 5.8 times 10. It will be 58. Now we have the perimeter, and here is the apothem. So the area equals half times the apothem is 9 times 58, half times 9 times 58. It will be 261. Now we finished our lesson. Please study the rule well. Don't forget your online assignment. Have a nice day. Thank you.